All right, hello and welcome. So today we are diving into something that honestly affects every single one of us, even if we don't realize it. I'm talking about cybersecurity. We're going to break down what it is, why it's so important, and get this, how it might just be your next big career move. Okay, let's just jump right in. So let me start by asking you a super simple question. Just think about it for a sec. Are you using banking apps on your phone? I'm guessing the answer is yes, right? We all are. You're checking your balance, you're zipping money over to friends. It's just how we live now. And, it doesn't stop with banking. Think about your average day. You're constantly firing off emails, you're on WhatsApp all the time, you're logged into your office laptop. Our entire lives are pretty much woven together with these digital threads. So, if any of that sounds familiar, and let's be real, that's basically everyone, then here's the big takeaway. Cybersecurity isn't just important in your life, it's absolutely critical. It's not some complicated tech thing for nerds, it's the lock on your digital front door. And that brings us to a pretty serious point. Because we live so much of our lives online, that digital life is always at risk. So let's talk about why. Why is your personal data such a hot target for bad actors? And just look at how direct this connection is between the data they steal and the real-world damage. It's kind of scary when you see it laid out like this, right? I mean, hackers get your bank details. Boom, you lose money. They steal your personal info. You're looking at identity theft. And this isn't just about us as individuals. If they get into your company's data, it could literally shut the whole thing down. The stakes? They are unbelievably high. Okay, so we've established the risk. We know it's serious. But what exactly is cybersecurity? Let's strip away all the jargon and get to a simple, clear definition. I promise it's not as complex as it sounds. At its heart, cybersecurity is just this. It's the practice of protecting all of our digital things, our computers, phones, the servers that run our apps, our networks, all of it, from people who want to attack them. Simple as that. It's a digital shield for our digital lives. And to make it even simpler, if you ever hear someone talk about digital security, just remember that's just another way of saying cybersecurity. They're the exact same thing. It's all about keeping us safe online. All right, now for the fun part, the classic battle of good versus evil, the attacks versus the protection. Let's look at some of the most common threats that are out there, and more importantly, how we fight back. First up, a classic you've probably seen 100 times, phishing. You know the drill. You get that fake email or that weird text message that looks like it's from your bank or a delivery service. It's all about tricking you, creating a fake sense of urgency to get you to click a shady link or hand over your password. So how do we stop it? Well, with good email security. Your inbox today is packed with smart filters and tools that are constantly scanning for these fakes, trying to block them before you even see them. It really is our first line of defense. Okay, next up is malware. Now, a lot of people think this is just some virus that slows down your computer, but oh, it is so much worse than that. We're talking about software that can secretly record everything you type to steal your passwords, or even turn on your webcam without you having a clue. And the protection for this stuff? Well, think of them as your system's personal bodyguards, antivirus software and firewalls. Your antivirus is constantly on patrol, looking for and getting rid of any malware that sneaks in, while the firewall stands at the gate, blocking anyone who isn't supposed to be there. And of course, the threats don't end there. There's ransomware, which is just plain nasty. Attackers lock up your files and demand money. And this hits big targets too. Hospitals, cities, you name it. And then there's hacking, which is way more than just someone posting weird stuff on your social media. It's about your personal info getting stolen and sold. So here's a really key point. Protection isn't just about software you install. It's about our habits. Using strong, unique passwords for every single site is a game changer. And for companies, it's about constantly watching the network, and this is a big one, training their people. Because a lot of times we, the users, are the first line of defense. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the dangers and the defenses, but all this constant need for protection has created something else, a massive opportunity. So let's flip the script and talk about how you can turn protection into a profession. And I really can't say this loudly enough, the demand for people in cybersecurity is huge. Seriously, as everything in our world gets more and more digital, the need for people to protect it all is just exploding. And it's not just one type of job either. It's a whole world of different roles. You could be a cybersecurity analyst, basically a digital detective, or a SOC engineer on the front lines in a security operations center. You could even be an ethical hacker. That's someone who companies pay to try and break into their systems to find the weaknesses before the bad guys do. How cool is that? What's so great about this is how you can actually get into this field. It's not some exclusive club. You can start totally fresh, right out of the gate. Or, say you're already in IT support, that's a perfect stepping stone. The point is, the paths are there. Getting into cybersecurity is totally possible for anyone who's got the drive to learn. For real. And this, right here, perfectly shows why it's such an amazing career choice. Job demand? It's always growing. I mean, think about it. As tech gets more complex, we'll need more security, not less. That demand leads to really fast salary growth. And the best part? These jobs are everywhere. The opportunities are truly global. Okay, so as we start to wrap things up, let's bring it all home. Let's focus on the final takeaway. What's the smart decision when it comes to everything we've talked about? I really love this quote. It gets to the heart of the matter perfectly. Cybersecurity isn't just this cat and mouse game with hackers. At its core, it's about responsibility. It's about the responsibility we have to protect data, our own, our families, our customers. And let's make it personal and practical. If you're looking for real, long-term growth in an IT career, deciding to learn cybersecurity is probably one of the smartest moves you can possibly make right now. So, I'm going to leave you with that question to chew on. Now that you've seen the risks, the ways to protect yourself, and the incredible career opportunities out there, what's your smart decision going to be? Thanks so much for tuning in.